you all going? Nick here from Rock Ape Records. We're at Upstairs 175 Sturt Street in Townsville City in North Queensland in Australia. I'm excited today because we just got the new shirts in. So check this out. There you go. There's the front pocket print, we'll call it. And here's the back. I don't know if you can see it. I'll turn around properly. There you go. Oh. The Crazy Ape Rock Ape shirt is back. And I've got them in sizes small to 5XL. So I've catered for everyone. Whether you like a little bit of pie or fucking the whole bakery, these shirts will fit you. This is a 4XL. It's pretty loose on me, and I'm a pretty portly fucking gent. So they're a decent size. Thanks very much to Heaps Deece. Is it Heaps Deece? I've forgotten. Heaps Good. I fuck it up. Heaps Good merch. So they're called Heaps Good merch. They're on the Gold Coast. They're in Australia. Look them up on Instagram. They're on Facebook. They've got a website. They did a fucking fantastic job with these shirts. I've had these printed off before in the past, but these are actually even better. These have turned out way, way better than I thought. The colours just fucking pop. Look at that. They just pop. They'll see you from a kilometre away in these. So I will put some up on the web store. If you're anywhere in Australia, you can buy one. They're $50. Thanks very much also to Spooks Art. He is a tattooist here in Townsville. He owns Garrison City Tattoo here in Townsville. They're on Instagram, they're on Facebook. They've got a website, I'm sure. And yes, thanks very much to Spooks again for doing this artwork. He did it a few years ago for me as a Christmas present. And, you know, I've been reaping the benefits ever since. So a lot of the time the artists don't get mentioned, you know. So he's the one who came up with this for me. And it's been a big part of Rock Ape, this logo. So very happy to have these shirts back in again. And while we're at it, it's been pretty shit week. Like at the start, late last week, we had the terrible news that Ace Frehley from Kiss died. The original member, the original guitarist, the original guitar hero for so many kids, my generation included. I was only about 8 or 9 when Kiss were really big in Australia in 1979, 1980, 1981. And when they came to Australia in 1980, it was a phenomenon. It was massive. All the kids in my street were either into Kiss, all the boys were into Kiss, and all the girls were into ABBA. They were the two biggest bands in Australia at the time. Kiss was a phenomenon. They've been going since the early 70s. They never really took off until they brought out their live album, Kiss Alive, their first live album, which was actually their 4th album. That's when they took off in America. But they really didn't get huge in Australia till they brought out Dynasty. And Unmasked as well. That was a huge album too. So I've got a shipment here of all Kiss records. So this is the Kiss records unboxing. So, and I've got some Kiss records here that I can show you as well that are already in stock. And I've got a few second handies as well. So this is all about Kiss. This is dedicated to Ace Frehley. Rock on, Ace. Really unfortunate what happened to him. He had an accident. He slipped over like many old people do. It's the biggest killer of old people. It's the flu, not fucking COVID. That's bullshit. The flu or fucking falling over. Knocks him over. So he fell over and then, basically succumbed to those injuries about 2 weeks later. So it's fucked up, man. Like, I was really upset. Still am. I've been playing Kiss for days and days and days. And I've been watching interviews with Ace. I watched a really good interview with Gene Simmons with Billy Corgan called The Magnificent Others, that podcast. He interviewed Gene Simmons. He's interviewed Paul Stanley on it. And they're just fantastic interviews. I love this band. I've always loved Kiss since I was a kid. I started collecting records because I was collecting Kiss records. Kiss records, AC/DC records, Iron Maiden. If I had to give my whole collection away and I could only keep certain records, I'd keep Kiss, Iron Maiden, and AC/DC. They're the ones I only really care. They're the only ones I really care about that I would never let go. So, if you want to start collecting Kiss records, you can too. This one is the first ever US vinyl pressing since 1985 editions. Well, this came out in the 90s, but basically they're saying it's the first time on vinyl. But it's been out for a few years now. This is Kiss Revenge. I fucking love this album too. It's got Unholy. It's got God Gave Rock and Roll to You on it. It's got Domino on it. It's got the Car Jam on it. I Just Wanna, Every Time I Look at You. Kiss, a lot of people love this album. It's very popular, so I'm happy to have it in again. I'll just stack them there next to my gratuitous fucking advertising for my Rock Ape shirt. This is the last album they brought out. And there is no more coming after this. This is Monster by Kiss. So, Tommy Thayer and Eric Singer played on this one. So this is the last incarnation of Kiss. They only brought out 2 albums. They brought out Sonic Boom, which is fucking hard to get on vinyl, and this one, Monster. And they didn't bring any albums out after this, basically. This was it. And they've done their farewell. They've now sold the brand. They've sold the name for fucking a lot of money. And that's it. This has got Hello Hallelujah on it. It's got Freak, Back to the Stone Age, Eat Your Heart Out, The Devil Is Me, Out of This World, and Last Chance. Monster by Kiss. What's the what's hype sticker say? No filler, no ballads, just full throttle rock and roll. All right. It's a full-on oral assault, says Rolling Stone, who have fucking zero credibility in my eyes. But, hey, some other people might think Rolling Stone does have credibility. Kiss Alive, it is a great album. I've been listening a lot to a lot of their later stuff as well. I've been playing the whole Kiss catalogue lately, and I love every era of Kiss. There's like 4 eras. This is from the first era. This is Kiss Alive 2, and it's brand new. It's a double 180-gram vinyl. A lot of these, the second-hand ones you see around, they're kind of beaten up. The Australian version has, it's laminated, and a lot of the time the laminate's coming off. So you could get yourself a brand new version, a brand new reissue of Kiss Alive 2. This came out in 1977. Fucking awesome. It sounds so good. I played this the other day. I've played every album. Detroit Rock City's on it. Make Love's on it. Love Gun. Calling Dr. Love. Shock Me. Hard Luck Woman. I fucking love that song. Stow Your Love is on it as well. Beth is on it. God of Thunder is on it. I Want You is on it. Shout It Out Loud is on it. Fuck me dead. So yeah, Kiss Alive 1 was 1974, I think, or 75. And this is 1977. So the songs that are on this, I don't think they're on Alive 1, which was earlier. Nice. Kiss Asylum. This is when they first brought Bruce Kulick into the band. It was their full 80s kind of hair metal era, if you want to call it that. It was the makeup off era. This is a fantastic album. This era of Kiss I really love as well. Hot in the Shade, all those albums. Crazy Nights, which I've also got here. Limited edition colour vinyl. This is actually a splatter vinyl. It looks fantastic. It's like a black and orange splatter vinyl. Love Gun by Kiss, all-time classic. So it's got Love Gun on it. What else is on it? Christine, 16, Plaster Casters on it. Shock Me is on it. I Stole Your Love is on it. Fucking great album. Love Gun. This album here, I've got heaps of secondhand copies I'll show you in a second. But I got a reissue too because I thought someone might want the brand new one. This is one of my favourite Kiss albums because this is when they got really big in Australia. Had this album and Dynasty, which I can't actually get copies of at the moment. That album is actually hard to get at the moment. It's really weird. Dynasty, but I got Unmasked. And I was playing this on the way in. It's got Easy As It Seems, Is That You, Naked City, Shandy, which was a massive, massive hit in Australia. That song was fucking huge. I Was Made for Loving You, obviously, and Shandy off this album. So, 2 sides of the coin. What makes the world go round? You're one. All right, Kiss, Unmasked. Beautiful. Music from The Elder. I've hardly listened to this because people say it's shit all the time, so I haven't really given it a chance. I have played it a couple of times over the years, but I don't know. I just got a copy in because I want to have every Kiss album in the shop. It's a soundtrack to a movie. I need to do more research on it. I'm not going to act like I know about it. I just know that era of Kiss, they were kind of imploding. And then they took their makeup off and got huge again. So there we go. This is Kiss Alive, the Millennium Concert. It looks awesome. So it was back when Ace got back with the band for the second time. And it's got heaps of cool songs on it. Psycho Circus is on it. So it's obviously from that era, the Psycho Circus era. Heaven's on Fire, Into the Void's on it, 2000 Man's on it, Lick It Up, Beth's on it, God of Thunder. So it's live in the Millennium Concert. Maybe it was New Year's Eve 2000. I don't know. I know that this album sounds fantastic. I played this the other day again. Kiss Alive 3. The fucking sound is just so great. They're the best live band in the world, hands down. I've only seen them once. I got to see them around 2001, I think, when they came to Australia. Might have been 2002. Might have even been, it was 2002, I think. But yeah, fantastic. Fucking best live show I've ever sene. Just the fireworks and shit. Gene Simmons was flying around the crowd. God of Thunder. Paul Stanley, his voice is just epic, you know. As they got older, you know, it happened. They started not being, that's why they called it a day. They're like, fuck it. We're not doing it anymore. We're retiring. They're allowed to. One of the greatest live bands ever, if not the best. In my opinion, they're the best live bands ever that I've ever seen. And I've seen fucking Pantera. I've seen Slayer. I've seen Tool. But that Kiss concert fucking blew the doors off them. Kiss, Destroyer. This is what sent them into the stratosphere. This album is the one when once this came out, all like Paul Stanley says in his interviews, and Gene Simmons, once this album came out, that was it. There was no shutting the door. It was fucking Kiss mania worldwide. Such a great album too. Detroit Rock City, God of Thunder's on it, fucking Sweet Pain's on it, Shout It Out Loud's on it, Beth's on it, Do You Love Me is on it. And they were absolute superheroes. Absolute superheroes. Especially to me. Alright. I'm actually going to get this tattooed on me one day. I've been talking about it for ages. I want that as a tattoo. I think it's fucking fantastic. I've always loved the artwork on this. This is Rock and Roll Over by Kiss. That's the right way around there. There you go. What songs are on this one? Hard Luck Woman. Probably one of my favourite Kiss. I don't have a favourite Kiss song. That's one of them. She'll be a hard luck woman. Calling Dr. Love's on it. Ladies' Room's on it. That's a great song. Mr. Speed's on it. Love 'Em and Leave 'Em. See You in Your Dreams. This is the album that came out just before they brought their solo albums out. So Ace Frehley didn't even write any songs for that album because he said he was keeping them for his solo album, which was a good idea because his solo album sold the most. It was the best solo album. When they brought their solo albums out, Ace blew them off the park. All right, I love this album. This was such a fucking awesome comeback with the makeup on and everything. It was huge. Psycho Circus, Kiss. And it's got the title track, Psycho Circus. I Pledge Allegiance to the State of Rock and Roll. Into the Void, which is a great song as well. We Are One. You Wanted the Best. Raise Your Glasses. I'm going to fucking play this after this. I haven't heard this for a little while. Psycho Circus from Kiss. And this is the last one of the new ones. And then I'll show you some of the ones that we've got in stock already. Just so you know. This is their first album. Kiss, self-titled. Look at Ace. How fucking cool is he? Look at Gene. The artwork, their face paint, it hadn't been perfected yet. It's not, it ended up getting, even like, look at Peter Chris's face paint. He ended up doing a better version of it. He had green and red and black and white. But yeah, that was pretty much their first album. It was their first album. And what songs are on it? Nothing to Lose is on it. Cold Gin is on it. Strutter is on it. Fuck me dead. What an album. To fucking their first album. And it wasn't huge when it came out. It took 4 albums for them to really take off. They didn't really take off in America. They had Dress to Kill. They had fantastic albums. That one, Dress to Kill. And yeah, they didn't really take off until their 4th album, which was Alive. And then that's one of their biggest selling albums, if not their biggest selling album, still to this day. Kiss Alive. How trippy is that? All right. Here's some that I've already got in stock. I'll just show you anyway. Carnival of Souls. This came out in the mid-90s. I think it's a great album. I really love it. And it's kind of grunge. They went with the trend. And, yeah. Some people love it. Some people hate it. This was the last album that they did with the makeup on. Creatures of the Night. They had Eric Carr in the band by then. Ace had pretty much left by then. They still put him on the album art. I'm pretty sure Vinnie Vincent did a lot of the guitar on this album, but whatever. Crazy Nights, mid-80s, makeup off era, all-time fucking classic, this album. It's got Crazy Nights, I'll Fight Hell to Hold You, Bang Bang You, love that song. Hell or High Water is on it. Such a great album. So's this one, highly underrated, Animalize. I played this the other day. I love it. It's got Heaven's on Fire, Burn Bitch Burn, Under the Gun, While the City Sleeps, Murder in High Heels. Look at that for a fucking hair metal era. This is the first album that they brought out without makeup on. Vinnie Vincent, right here, he'd replaced Ace Frehley. And he didn't last long. I think he only lasted 1 or 2 albums, but this was huge. So it was like their comeback, basically, this album. It had Lick It Up on it, that song, All Hell's Breaking Loose, Dance All Over Your Face, Exciter. Fucking great album, Lick It Up. And here's another one of their older albums, Dressed to Kill. Highly underrated. Give that one a listen if you want to listen to some old school Kiss. All right, so they're all new vinyl. So all these Kiss records will be on the online store this afternoon. And here's some secondhand shit that I've got. So this is some original stuff. This is an original 1981 Australian pressing of The Elder. There you go. I've got an original. I've got fucking 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Unmasked by Kiss. These are all original Australian copies of Unmasked from 1980. And I would beg, the reason that I've got so many copies of this is because it was so popular in Australia at the time. Unmasked and Dynasty were huge. So when you buy collections off people, there's fucking always a copy of this in there. Not always, but if there is going to be a Kiss record in a collection that I buy, generally it'll be this. Hence me having 4 copies of Unmasked. And I've got an original 1977 Australian pressing of Kiss Alive 2. So there you go. That's enough spruiking. And thanks very much for watching. And this will all be on the online store this afternoon, all those Kiss records. Thanks very much, everyone, for watching. R.I.P. Ace Frehley. We love you, Ace. Fucking, he influenced so many guitarists. Just, it's borderline, you know. Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath influenced so many guitarists, but fucking, I think Ace Frehley even influenced more. So, guys like Dimebag and fucking people like guys from Kirk Winstein from Crowbar. Fucking, there's so many. Sebastian Bach, Skid Row. They all love Kiss. So they all grew up on it. It's part of everyone's childhood if you grew up in the late 70s, early 80s, especially in America and especially in Australia. All right, thanks very much, everyone. Rock on! Woo!